All right, here we go with part one of helping you guys with the roof and the dormers. I'm actually making this after I made part two because of some of the problems and a lot of things don't line up. So, before we start, I think we should look at some of the problems with the design. The design is not perfect, and the modeling is different. And I have mentioned this in the messages, and I have shown pictures of the problems. But let's just start with that. And like I said in the whatever that message thing is, yeah, I turned it in and I got an okay score. So let's look at some of the problems here. Now, according to this render here, and we don't even have these so you can see that if this is supposed to be 8 feet, let's say that's 8 feet. What is that? Is that a foot? I don't know. And what is that dimension? It looks so small. From the railing up, it looks really tiny. So that was an unknown dimension. And the next one over here, yeah, you can see that the dormer comes out from the window and then goes, and that wall height right there is really small. So yeah, that's kind of all we get. Oh, and look, it looks like the third dormer here comes into the second floor. I'm just noticing that now. I don't know how they got a door up there because we don't have a good clear picture. We can see the little corner of the window. I'm not really sure this this render is accurate to the floor plan. And I sent these questions to the teacher, and he said he supported my alterations, my design. So I was like, okay, well, figure it out or something. I was like, okay. So you can see from my design that I didn't do it this way. And let's zoom in here. Can I untile this? Oh no. Oh no. Now I got a bunch of different views. Okay. What is that shortcut? TW. So, I didn't do it that way. I went straight up, and instead of doing this cut at the window and having this, I just went straight up like that. So that's a difference in design. And you can see that this length here is considerably longer than what's in the picture. And that is because when we do, if we do it the way we're supposed to do it with those roof angles, if we drop the roof, because the roof is supposed to be 45, it's 12 by 12, the slope is 12 by 12 and 12 by 12. So that's going to make a 45 right there. Sorry, 90 degree. 90 degrees, 45 this way, 45 this way, and the corner is going to be 90 degrees. If we use those slopes, and this slope here, I forgot what it was, but whatever it was, I put it there. You're going to, and if you wanted to make this roof come in so low that it's coming in like that, this front porch is not going to line up. This front porch is also going to have to drop. And if you drop this down to about here, if you drop the inside of this down to about here, and I don't know if it was some kind of drop ceiling, and I asked the teacher if that was the case. It was just if it's really supposed to look like this, and then they actually dropped it, and then they made some fake, or they just made the vaulted ceiling like this. He said, like, I support you. So yeah, and I don't know who made this design. Maybe that was just some alternate version, or maybe who knows who made that. But if we wanted that line right there to be like just over the roof, look how much space we have to cover. And if we cover that and drop that front end there, this front porch is going to be way down here, way too small. So that's a problem. So that was one of the issues with the design. And as you can see here, what is this green line doing here? Yeah, that's kind of where the center of the roof is supposed to be. But if we do the halfway point between these two walls, if it's supposed to be like right in the center, it doesn't really line up. If we're doing exactly 45 degrees up that way, 45 degrees up that way, the actual center is around here. So it's not there. And this green line, this construction line, I don't know what you call these things. Oh, just so I don't have the textbook, I'm just doing this by myself. And this green, and I've got experience, I've already got my degree, but I just wanted to learn Rivet. This, so I got like different 3D modeling software skills. This green line is coming off of this line at a 90 degree, and this line here is what's on this is this green line, and that I think is supposed to be the center of the roof, I'm guessing. So I just went with this hidden line here, and so then I just took that, and then I went up, and just to show that that isn't exactly where it's supposed to be. I don't know who made this floor plan, but Also, in right now, I have hidden my floors. Here, my floors are hidden here. So I hid that and apply that, and now you can't see the floor plan. But yeah, I don't receive. So that's that. And the floor plan, of course, doesn't show this thing that the teacher um, modified in his drawing. And I don't know how to do this 45-degree angle. I think I'm supposed to do something with the doors. Okay. So there are problems or there are questions with the floor plan and the design that make it so you have to modify your design um, to try to make it look kind of normal. Okay, so the design is not perfect. Okay, so now see, and I didn't cut all the way out here. I just did it this way with this wall. But in the design, you see that the dormer comes at, and I don't even think they have a door there. I don't know what they have here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is work on making two dormers and yeah, cutting the walls to do the edit, the profile to get here, to cut it out so you don't see it. And if I do the shaded, you can still see how I did it there with the. But yeah, I'm gonna put some walls around this door here. I could maybe make a huge dormer, but and then I'm gonna put a dormer over here above this window. I guess somebody wanted a dormer. We're just making this up, right? Okay, so that's the plan, and yeah, so I'm gonna cut it here, and then I'm going to splice in the part where I talk about the dormers and the wall alignment. I might repeat a lot of this, but it's just because I didn't really have a plan for this video. This is my first take. And yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of alignment with the walls and just to make it look all pretty. But yeah, that's what we're here for. Just to make the house and make it all nice. All right, here we go. We're gonna cut, and I'll splice in the next part, and then I'll come back with part 3, where we actually do the dormer cuts. Okay. So this is video tutorial 4, or video on how I made my dormers and the extruded wall, the extruded roof on my assignment 4 for HEC class. Ooh. So let's see. This is my assignment 4. That thing right there was supposed to be a ladder. And that's my my extruded roof. So the question was, how do I do the roof and how do you do the dormers? I think so. Let me hide some of this stuff, and I'm not as good as people who already know how to use this, but this is the way I did it. As you can see here, that's a separate wall, and this is a different wall. You can see that's a generic 8-foot wall, and this is a generic 8-foot number 2 wall. That's a little clue there. Let me hide this. Here's my interior. I'll HH that to hide it. You can see how my dormers go in there. And there's my upstairs. And I'm gonna hide this wall here. And HH on that. You can see that one doesn't go all the way like the other ones, because this was a little room, and I wanted to keep it the dormer inside that room. Let's see if we can show where I can hide this roof here. And so this one only goes here. So that wall that was there goes all the way to the top, and so you can open that door and get into that dormer. And this backside doesn't have anything. This backside is just a little fake door. And yeah. Alright, so that's kind of how it looks. And I'm going to try to put some 2 dormers on the back here. So I'm going to go over here to... Is it the one I want? Oh, this one. I restored all the transparency. And if I do this... Where's this wall? Oh, not that. Oh, there we go. That one. And then I detach it from this roof. It'll go all the way back down to that one. Because I just made that wall. And then I attached this, after I made the roof, I attached this base wall up to the top. I'm going to cancel that. That's went up that way. And you see how it was. This, there it is. Attach that from that. That just went, that was just from that front of the house right there all the way to the back. And then for this back side, I didn't have to make this little fake wall here. This wall here is a different wall, and I made this wall with a base elevation at 8 feet. I think, or 7 feet or something like that. And then I made it really short, and then I attached this really tiny wall to this top. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, that was just the first floor. I just did the first floor, and then I attached this wall. You can see that's attached to the roof, and this wall attached to the roof, but these walls are not attached to the roof. And then I just threw a window up there. And then let's look at this wall here. That wall, I'll detach it from the roof. And see how small it is? It's a really, really tiny wall. The base offset is 8 foot. And I think the wall height is maybe, it's less than 6 inches. Oh no, but yeah, it's a really tiny wall. I just made it really, really tiny. And then I attached it because it was underneath the second floor. I just attached it up to I attach it to that one and to that one. Hey, it attaches. And I did that all the way around there. So that's kind of a fake wall. And let's hide this wall. And you can see that this front wall here, it just, the second floor wall goes straight up. Is all aligned. This is all aligned. And see, that's where my second floor wall is actually right there. Just from the second floor, and it's got like a 6-inch ceiling joist or something like that. And then I just made the walls, and then I made the roof, and I put it up into that. And let's look at this wall, this wall here. Now that wall looks kind of weird, but I just made the wall. It's a big wall like that. And then I edited the profile. So I just made the wall just like regular, like a wall. And then I cut it to a weird see, then I just cut it to fit the roof, the slope of the roof, and that wall right there, that vertical and horizontal. And so then, because I cut it like that, it didn't it should come out this way and all the way up like that. It should be in here. You should see it. But because I edited the profile, you don't see all that other part. You just see this tiny part. And I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I did it. So you got to do an edit profile on that. And on all of those 4 walls, this wall, well, all 6 walls. No. If just these 4 walls. This one, and this one, and this one. So you edit the profile on those 6. This one here. Don't remember how I did that. Might have done something similar to this. I think I did an attach wall on that one, because it went from the floor And that one's okay because it went from the floor to attached to the roof. So maybe that one was okay, and this one too. But okay. And so, how long is this video? Maybe it's going to be an hour. I don't know. So what we have to do if we're going to make these dormers, we're going to take this back wall, and we're going to make a wall that goes on this second floor here, and is aligned with this back wall to make another dormer that comes out this way. And then that will be the back dormers. They don't exist, but we're just making them just for this tutorial. Then I think, yeah, and so I think I'll put one dormer here in this open space, and then one, so just two dormers. One dormer here, one dormer here, to show the two different ways of doing it. And then you can do it that way. Okay, that's the plan. And I'm gonna pause this video and cut it and edit it.